Greetings and welcome to Final Fantasy 15. So, like I said about a week ago, I am about to try my real first attempt against the Adamantoise, which I think is the mountain that is right over there, the one in between the two posters. I think that's the one. But anyway, I have triggered the quest once before just to see what it was about, how big it actually was, and to try and figure out a strategy that worked for me. And this is what I came up with. So if we go into gear, we can see that, oh, actually we are not going to need this at all. So what we are going to do is we are going to equip whatever it is that gives us more attack power. Actually, the Conqueror seems to be the way to go. Yep, actually the Conqueror. So what I figured out is that this thing, the Star of the Rogue Noble Weapon, or Royal Arm, pierces whatever it is you're attacking. If you're fighting lots of small things, it can hit multiple small things. But if you're hitting something very, very big, it seems to hit multiple times. Now, because it is a royal arm, it will slowly deplete my HP. But we kind of get past that thanks to Gladio and the Megaphone, which increases our HP generation. And aside from that, we are also going to eat a little food here before we actually head out. So we go here, and we are going to eat this, the Jambalaya. Not only does it increase our HP recovery rate by 25%, hopefully that's actually useful, but it increases our attack by 150, which may not be much, but hey, any little bit helps against something this massive. And that actually does look very nice. And now, with that out of the way, we are actually going to pick up the quest here. And there it is, Lonely Rumblings in Longwith. Now, as soon as you pick this up, everything else in the world is going to go away. There will be no NPCs, no monsters, and the only thing in the world is going to be the Adamantoise. So, let's pick it up, shall we? And aboard the hunt? Nope. So now we exit, and it should tell us. There it goes, exactly. There we go. Okay, so it is out of its... Yes, there it is. So yeah, as you can see, it is actually massive. Now, we don't have a Chocobo with us, unfortunately. Let's see if we can pick one up right now. Can I pick up a Chocobo up? Yes, we can. Excellent. Pick up our Chocobo here. Now, I'm going to see if I can give you guys an aerial view of that thing. Now, this is the Regalia Type F. This thing can fly. As crazy as it sounds. So yeah, you're going to see that in a little bit. So, let's zoom out. Right now, it's in a little bit of auto drive mode. All we need is a stretch of road that is straight enough to let us take off. And then we'll be able to take off. Turn here, and all we need is some speed. There we go. Ta 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 ta. So yeah, welcome to the Regalia Type F, and that is the Adamantoise. Absolutely massive. So the strategy I came up with is to attack that leg right there. Now, as you can see, if you try and attack its head, it's so high in the air that if you miss, you're not going to be able to land without taking damage. And then from what I've seen on the internet, it can also knock you back so far enough that it resets the fight essentially, and it regains all its health. Now, I did try and attack its tail right there, but it is so armored you do no damage to it. So trying to attack that is not good. And yeah, I also started trying to attack this tail right there, but I think it moved a little more than the other one, which is why I decided to go for the one all the way on the other side. So now with this little tour out of the way, let's land this thing. Just get close, and here we go. Time to land, and... There we go. Now this is pretty much as close as you can get with the car, because they stop the car themselves. Let's see, Chocobo. There you are. Let's go. So we have a plan, and we are going to stick to it as much as possible. Now, even with that little plan in place, unless we get lucky with summons and they decide to come and help us, I don't think I'll be able to kill this thing in under an hour and a half-ish, 2 hours. So I am obviously going to accelerate the fight for you, so you don't have to watch the entire thing by well, in real time. So once we actually start the fight, and you'll see what I actually do in the fight, I'm just going to accelerate it and probably just leave the music going as is. Maybe trying to find the soundtrack online or whatever. Now this is the leg that I decided I was going to focus on. It's the one that moves the least. And we can target it, as you can see. So, equip our normal arms, and that little attack right there is the only thing we need to worry about. Now, it's going to come back here soon. Here it comes. There we go, and repeat. And while we are regaining our health, switch over to the gun, which I believe this is the strongest gun in the game. It's the, I'm not sure. Oh, and we got Gladio, and of course, use our bar for Gladius' impulse because it hits twice and hits very, very hard. There we go, 15,000 by himself. And that is literally all my strategy involves, honestly. That's it. This is as far as my strategy goes. Shoot it from afar. That way we don't have to get as close as possible. And we can still damage it. Wait for our health to regen. And we almost have the armor girl as well, which is good. And all we gotta do is wait. Armor time! It may not do a lot of damage, but it does it very, very, very quickly. Let's drop down, and here we go. Now, as you can see, this thing is so big that a lot of attacks miss against it. And look, we've finished off about 1/20th, 1/25th of its life. Okay, is it moving? Is it moving? I think we're stuck on a rock. Oh, we were stuck on the other part of its leg. That's what it was. Okay. So anyway, here we go. Focus on this part. That's behind this bush, annoyingly enough. Now, this thing that we're actually targeting is not actually this leg. It's the leg behind it, or it's the body. Oh, thank you, Ignis, buddy. Oh, and no, these things do have a limited range. So target whatever is behind this leg and go with impulse yet again. And that's basically 8-hour bar. So from this point, it's repeat. Now, as you can see, we have done visible damage to it. So this means this will work eventually. So as you can see, there we go. Nice view from the air. Just keep square press so we do this, because I do fight with wait mode on. Thank you, Ignis. Alright, it's time to go at it again. Here we go. So as you can see, because we're targeting the toe behind the very big one that's right in front of us, Because we attack that one, the throwing stars, or the ninja stars, royal arms, goes through this one dealing damage, and then hitting the one in the back, dealing damage. So it's actually dealing twice the amount of damage, so that's why I chose that one. We've almost got enough for another one. Here we go, Gladio, do your stuff. Unfortunately, it moved away, so we only hit it once. Here we go, fire it off again. Come back here, Toe. There you are. Switch back, we don't want to... Oh, thank you, Ignis. Right on time. There we go. Very nice damage right there. So, without further ado, here comes the fast forward, because I'm basically going to be repeating what you just saw me do for the next hour or so, probably. So, here we go. Okay, well that happened. So apparently somehow we made it vulnerable. It lowered its head and we came and beat it up a lot. And that thing that it just did could have killed us, but luckily we're far away. So now we are going back to our original strategy of attacking its leg over here. And hopefully we can get another vulnerabilities phase over there. Oh, and I also managed to break it somehow. So hopefully we can just keep repeating this process until it dies. Hopefully. Yes! Okay, so an hour and 30 minutes to finally kill this thing. And no summons used as well. Okay. It still seems alive to me though. Yeah. Whew. Okay, well then, all that's left now to do is go turn this in. And I don't think we got anything particularly useful out of it, but we'll see what the hunting quest gives us in exchange for it. But yeah, so what I realized around 3/4 of the way into the fight is that the Armiger is definitely the most powerful weapon against it, and that using that over and over is the best way to take this thing down. So I changed my strategy to attacking the first toe on its left leg, its front left leg, because it was easily accessible. It didn't really move that much, and I could attack it normally by tapping circle, still not holding it down, but tapping it. And doing it like this around every minute, I was able to use the Armiger. And because it was also in a pretty open area, hold on, auto, quest location, and by charging the Armiger with normal attacks over and over again and then using it, it proved to be the most effective way to deal damage to this thing, also attacking its toe with the Armiger. Now, after about halfway through the fight, I never managed to get it vulnerable anymore, so I'm not sure what triggers that anyway, so let's go over there and turn this in, and I believe according to what I read, once we turn this in, we get congratulated by pretty much everybody we know, I think, including Iris and Talcott, I think. So let's just turn this in and celebrate, I guess. Not a good time, Prompto. Gladio, sure, why not?
そうだな。グラディオ取っとけよ。
なるほど。了解。
Okay.
ああ、お前機械に強いもんな。
We lost our mirrors for wings from what it looks like. I don't think that's legal anymore. But anyway, let's turn this in. And after this, all that's left to do is a couple more things for my game, and I'm done with it, actually. And only 5 stars from that thing? Really? Whoops, I did not mean to press X on that thing. So that's not good. Anything new? Nothing particularly useful. And there it is. We are not doing that again. And it really only gives 10,000 gil? Not fun. Well, that's that. I hope you enjoyed that hour-and-a-half fight in hopefully a lot less than that, thanks to fast forward. But anyway, I will see you next time.